I'm very happy to have a debate about, I'm very happy to have an honest debate about senior pay. I think it's an interesting topic. The overall percentage increase for senior staff was exactly the same as the percentage increase for all staff. So we deliberately had equality across the pay bill. Secondly, I wish we could pay more. I think it would be wonderful if we could pay more. But we have to run an institution that's sustainable for the future. In terms of my pay, yes, I get very well paid. If you want to ask how does my pay compare to others, well, people often say, why are you paid more than the Prime Minister? Again, the low pay unit estimates that the Prime Minister's total package is about 500,000 a year. I'll be delighted to take his pay. Secondly, I'm sorry that I really thought that Kingston University students could have courteous, honest conversations. I've worked in Bosnia with people with guns who are much more polite in many ways. My pay increases have been, as I said, consistent with the pay increases of other members of staff. And if you look at the level of Vice-Chancellor pay, and especially of Vice-Chancellor pay of large complex institutions with turnovers similar to Kingston, mine is well below the median, but I'm not complaining about that.
School of Surveying and Planning, why has university management decided to make course closures when the original consultancy report made no mention of these? And what are each of your positions on this?
2/3 of the staff are projected to go. They are not planning to get rid of 2/3 of the students. The idea is that the teaching that those lost members of staff should do should be taken up by existing staff in the faculties of business and law and science, engineering and computing. And the obvious implication of that is a serious increase in the student-staff ratio. And I would very much like to know how that is going to be argued to improve the quality of students' education.
Unfortunately, things do change. Planning, for example, is an area which is under threat in many UK universities because students don't want to do planning, because the jobs aren't there. I think that's very sad, because I think planning is a fantastic and interesting subject, but that's the reality. The only course closure that will affect students is first-year planning, which is something like 14 students. Now, I regret that, but I think that is the right thing to do.
Since finding out about the issue quite recently, I have been disappointed that KUSU was not actually consulted early on in the process. I'm also disappointed that students weren't themselves consulted in the early consultation and have only recently found out about the proposals. And my third disappointment is that students were not really considered critical partners when making the proposal itself. And I'm not really sure as a student union where do we sit with that, and that makes us very, very uncomfortable.
I know you all wanted a bit more discussion about the situation with the School of Surveying and Planning. We have put forward a motion for the final part of this meeting that is focused entirely on that. I think it would be really great if you stayed. We're more than happy to take any of your questions at any point up at KUSU. Really, really unfortunate.
Is the Vice Chancellor? This motion is about getting the Students' Union to fight the closure of the school.
He has to be here to hear it, though.
Why did you suspend Sarah Sykes? Yeah. Why did you suspend her when she told students in her department what was happening? Because she was suspended after she met you last Friday, and you did not mention that once in what you said.
Sorry everyone, but we're going to have to continue because of the time.
Julius, sit back down. The answer is very simple. I'm not going to talk about personal, individual. I wouldn't talk about any of your individual circumstances in a public forum. That would be outrageous. That would be outrageous.
No, you're outrageous.
No one would be any way criticise or have any action taken against them for disagreeing with me. I want dissent. That is never a cause for any sort of action. Courteous dissent is what universities are about. And I thank those of you here. I've heard what you said, and I think it's been a really good meeting from 98% of you. Courteous dissent is the essence of universities, and that's what I want to generate here.
So how about you agree now to have a meeting with us, all of us surveying and planning students, and you will stay for the whole thing and
There is
hear
a
our questions?
consultation process.
I'm sorry, we have to move on to any further questions. Yes, ma'am.